CK Challenge Question 17. This question have the weightage of 4%. Deploy a web load 5461 pod using the Nginx tag 1.17 image with the label set to tier is equal to web. This question is related to deploying a pod in the Kubernetes. A pod is the smallest deployable unit in Kubernetes and represent a single instance of containerized application. The task required you to deploy a pod called webload 5461 using the Nginx tag 1.17 container image and set the label to tier is equal to web. To complete the task, you would need to use the Kubernetes command line interface, kubectl or Kubernetes API to create a YAML file that describes the pod configurations. The YAML file would include the container image, label, and any other necessary configuration setting for the pod. The pod will schedule onto a worker node in the cluster, and Kubernetes will ensure that the pod is running and available according to the desired state specified in the YAML file. Take on the challenge of solving these questions on your own first, but if you encounter any difficulty in solving it, refer the next video for solutions. Good luck. And the very easiest one with the low weightage, so we have to create a pod. Let's create it. kubectl run. The name of the pod should be web. Load, and the number is 5461. Okay, this is the name of the pod. We have to use the image for it. Nginx, the tag is 1.7. Okay. We have to put the label as well. So we are using the imperative way to do it in a faster way, because in the exam there is time constraint and we have to do it in a fastest way. So now the replicas, not labels. The label that is asked is tier web. So pod is gets created. Let's hide it. Oops, it here. Okay, pod. So one pod is currently running in the environment. kubectl get pod, check for the label. So labels. So okay, the one pod is getting created, which is running, having one container, and the label is perfectly fine. So this have the lowest you can say the weightage, and in the similar way they can ask you to do this stuff in a particular cluster in a particular using the particular namespace. So that's it. So questions having the 4% of weightage, having you have to do the similar kinds of steps. Either you have to create a secrets using the pods, either you have to create a config map using the pods. So 4% have questions having the 4% of weightage have the similar types of questions.